All right, you've heard the saying, food is the way to a man's heart. Well, the guys from BeBetterGuys.com have a different twist on it, that you can impress women through the kitchen, too. Whether it's a first date or a special evening with your wife, they say cook to win them over.
Going out and doing takeout is expensive, and so I don't know any woman who doesn't find a guy attractive who knows his way around the kitchen.
Forget about kitchen intimidation. The guys from BeBetterGuys.com say the stove and chopping board are a great way to impress a date and score points with a spouse.
My wife and I do about 50-50 on the cooking.
And she's a vegetarian.
She's a vegetarian, so if I want meat, if I want a steak, if I want, lamb or something like that, I have to cook.
On a 90-degree day, we're cooking up spicy jambalaya, Brian Joyner's signature dish.
We're using an andouille sausage, a spicy pork sausage, really popular in Louisiana.
Before you chop and stir, every guy needs to be armed with the basic equipment you can buy individually in a set.
You need toolbox, you need tools in the kitchen. Here we've got some. Now, first thing you got to have in your kitchen, have a cutting board. Got to get this stuff on the surface. I'm going to scratch it up. You obviously a set of measuring spoons. You're going to want a small knife. You're going to want a sharp chef's knife. You're going to want some tongs.
On the other end of the counter, Brian to chop up the fresh ingredients.
Cutting up a couple of cloves of garlic.
Even on a first date.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not a garlic. It's really enough to add flavor. I mean,
they say to be flexible with your meal, with healthy, because chances are guests may too.
I know are really are interested in eating lighter. So when you're putting something together, you have to keep that in mind. Brown rice for this dish. A lot of people like to use white rice. Brown rice is a much healthier option.
What's the thing I'm going to do to ruin this? What would be the biggest mistake to make?
Well, the great thing about jambalaya, you get it in the pot, the only thing you're doing is leave the house for like a house. That's the cayenne, the sage, and bay leaf. Here's the salt, my pepper. Stir that. You taste it as you go. I'm not exact science. I mean, there's more, as much feel as it is in the direction. So, tasting your ingredient together makes a big difference. All afraid to make a mistake. Worst thing, throw it out and you try again. It's not too salty or anything. Think about that. Perfect. This stuff, fantastic.
So in an hour, you've got a meal for more that you can freeze or two.
All right, guys, here we go. Less than an hour later.
Oh, this was great. Yeah.
Now, if this were just Brian and I out watching football, we're going. But if you're doing a date, I'm going to go with something a little more sophisticated. A wine is a good choice. Dinner like this. We have a pinot. We bring some fruit to counteract. We also have a nice thing. If you put shrimp in this dish, have a white and a red on hand. That way, whatever she likes.
It was spicy in the stir from my vantage. You'll find that recipe for jambalaya on our page. They spell it out item by item. Pretty easy to do.